Vitor Belfort and Evander Holyfield. Vitor, you looked great at the workout yesterday. Obviously, a change in opponent, Evander Holyfield. You go from Oscar De La Hoya to Evander, but you didn't stop training. For you to be main eventing for Triller on Saturday night on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, what is the significance to you?
Well, it's a joy. That's the word I can describe. It's a joy. I remember when I was fighting my first UFC tournament, in the same month I saw our legend Holyfield fight Tyson for the second time, beat him up. And he just saw in how my dream was to see MMA become as big as boxing. That's being my sacrifice that I did along with a lot of the other fighters. And be able to, I said it was an upgrade from business class to first class. I'm fighting a gold medals, multiple champion, but he's the heavyweight king. Holyfield is the real deal. And so it's an upgrade, and I'm looking forward to show my boxing skills. And it's an amazing change and amazing opportunity.
And for you, Evander, you fought, obviously, the who's who. An illustrious career. The fact that at 58 years of age, you still have that desire to test yourself. But this fight is totally different compared to anything you've ever been in there against. How are you approaching this fight against the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world in Vitor Belfort?
Well, I got into this because I was getting ready to fight Mike Tyson. That's what I'm looking for. For 2 whole years, you know, the fight just kept going. So at this point in time, and I was into another fight that I was supposed to do that didn't happen. And they asked me would I do that. And I said, well, if you want to do it, I'll do it, because I wanted to get paid for my time. I put my time in. You know, only thing that you can waste in life is time. And so I've been training for 2 years. They said, well, how you do this for a week and be ready? For 2 years, I've been training. And so, you know, I'm more than ready, and I look forward to the fight.
For you, Vitor, to be able to try to, how do you see this fight playing out? Because stylistically, it's so vastly different than that of Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, you were the bigger man prior to the fight with De La Hoya, and now you're the smaller man. So it obviously, does that change your thought process heading into this fight against Evander Holyfield?
Yeah, it's all about the mentality. My mentality is like, I remember in UFC, it was have 2 weight divisions, under 200 pounds, above 200 pounds. There's too many weight division in boxing. I think it's too many politics in boxing. And when you go into a legendary fight, legacy fight, we're talking about a fight that has never been done in history. This has never been done in history. Just to be able to collide and have that opportunity in my side. I see everything in my life. A problem for me, I just changed the name. Problem is, for me, is an opportunity. If you change the word problem as an opportunity, you become more optimistic, you become more happy, joyful. And I think that's how I learned the process in my life. So it's a great change. And remember, the king of the jungle is the elephant, is the lion, it's not the elephant, for a reason. So size for me is speed, power, agility, and I'm not intimidated by the size, and a lot of fighters are, so I kind of enjoy it.
Evander, you mentioned that you were sort of preparing for, Mike Tyson, but do you see some similarities in regards to Tyson and Vitor in terms of the aggression, the passion, the fact that he likes to come forward?
Well, no. I'm like, everybody know that Mike Tyson was very aggressive, and this is the way he fight. The fact is with me, when I look at fights, I realize that I can box better than all these other fighters. I can outbox them. I didn't never say I can outfight them. But if I outbox them first, then on the back end they want to fight. I beat the daylight out of them because I'm good in boxing. The thing is that it's the art to the game. And so the art of the game is that who actually fighting what they know how to do. I know how to box, and that's the reason I was able to do real well with all the big guys. The big guys, you know, they were bigger than me. They may hit harder than me, but they could not box me. And so I'm telling you, just going into this, it's gonna be hard to outbox me. Now I'm not in MMA. I wouldn't do that because I know you probably hurt me, but not in boxing. So I'm always doing things to my advantage. That's the reason I can do this in this short period of time. I'm 58 years old, but I'm in shape, and I do well for my age.
All right, now we're going to open up for questions from the media. Alan Gomez, a part of our staff. Raise your hand if you have questions for all 8 fighters that are going to be on pay-per-view this upcoming Saturday night. Raise your hand if you have questions. Alan, I believe we have some questions over here. Tom, by all means, go ahead.
I think I may be the only one who's been on the opposite side of Evander when Fresno Kendo fought him. And I'll say one thing so you know. I thought I had a game plan that could beat him. I didn't. You know, we lost. He can fight. Fres told me he's the hardest he's ever been hit by Evander. So I'm really looking forward to how he's going to do. But with David Haye, the undisputed cruiserweight champion, and Evander, could we possibly down the road see an undisputed cruiserweight champion versus another undisputed cruiserweight champion? What do you guys say?
Well, it's up to him. You know, my whole thing is that, you know, I'm like, you know, it don't make me no different. You know, my whole thing, I love what I'm doing, and I take one fight at a time. So, you know, actually what I'm saying right now, I don't even want to think about it because I got to do this first. You know, I don't get to think about something else when I ain't got through with my first job yet.
The former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world taking on the former cruiserweight and heavyweight champion of the world, the legend himself, Evander Holyfield. How is the fight going to play out?
Well, it's an art. Box is an art. So I'm looking to show my skill as a boxer, and been training a lot with Coach Derek. And I have been developing my skills since I was 13. I box. I'm beginning my career. They offered me a big contract to leave MMA and go boxing. I was at lunch, me, Muhammad Ali, his lawyer, my mom, and this agency. And I asked them, can I do both? And they said, no, you have to choose either one. And I choose, my passion is to make MMA big, and I did. I'll be able to reinvent myself and to be able to box with a legend as Evander, it's priceless. So I'm looking forward to go out there and show my skill as a boxer.
Evander Holyfield, the legend himself, International Boxing Hall of Famer. How will the fight unfold against Vitor Belfort this Saturday night on Triller Fight Club pay-per-view?
Well, the only thing I can say that, you know, round by round, I take one at a time, meaning that, you know, anything that he get because he earned it. If he make one round, he earned it. Two, he earned it. If he get the 8, because he earned it, I'm gonna give my all, and that's the art of the game. Give my all and be the very best I could be.